What's going on, everybody? My name's Juan and I'm with Gone Fishing Outdoors. This channel, we focus on how-to tutorials as well as DIYs and hacks on camping, hunting, fishing, and the great outdoors. If this is something you'd like, then follow us for more. But we believe that there are hundreds and thousands of different videos out there that focus on this and that and that and this. And when it comes to different baits that they make, as well as different hacks that they do, you know, it can get quite expensive out there. We're going to show you the budget side of this because, you know, I'm a normal person just like most people. I don't have a lot of that cash flow. So everything I show you today is going to be on a budget. So follow me today. We're fixing to make us some bait for catfishing. Come on. All right, guys. So when it comes to a budget catfish bait, there are a bunch of baits on the market that are going to range anywhere from $10 and up, because the stuff that you get for $3 to $5 at Walmart or Academy, the dough baits, they just don't hold up, and they don't work. I mean, they really suck. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredient catfish cheese bait. Just all you need, some old cheese. Doesn't matter if it is shredded or if it's the cubed or if it's the block cheese. It could even be sliced cheese. Any kind of cheese is going to work. Then you're going to need either some cotton balls, some cattails, or some cellulose fiber. Just something that's going to break down in water, but is also going to hold. This is going to be our binder for the bait. Then I like to add this cherry jello mix. And this is also a form of a binder, but it also kind of gives it that, you know, that feel that we're looking for, that texture. And then for scent, we're going to use some minced garlic. Now you can use garlic powder if you don't have that. A lot of this stuff you're already going to have in your house, but if not, you know, go to the dollar store or Dollar Tree. You're going to pick up cotton balls for $1, Jello, or even Kool-Aid mix. That's going to be anywhere from 50 cents to $1.25, and then you're looking at a couple of dollars for the garlic, unless you already have garlic salt or powder, and then you're looking at $3 for the cheese. So I mean, altogether, you know, you got $6 product right here that's going to work time after time after time. This is a guaranteed fish catcher. So let me get over to the stove and we're going to get right back on this. All right, folks. So when it goes to heating this stuff up, make sure you use an old pan, one that you're going to designate specifically for your fish baits. And then you're going to want some kind of a stir stick or an old spoon, one that you're not going to use again, because the sky's the limit on what you can put into this thing. But these are the ingredients that I use. You can put in dehydrated chicken livers, you can put in dead minnows, just whatever you want. It does not matter. This is just what works for me, and it's less smelly than all the others, and so that's what we're going to go with. But also, when you're cooking this, when you're heating this cheese up, you're going to want to put it on a low heat or a low medium, because you're not wanting to burn this cheese. You're just wanting to melt it down. So we are going to let this cheese melt down for a minute, and then once we do, I'll hop right back on this and then we'll show you the next step. Another thing that you want to do is you want to constantly stir this stuff, because like I said, you don't want the cheese to burn. We're not after for it to burn, we're just after to melt it down. This is just going to be a cheap, simple way to make a good catfish bait, and really even carp bait. You know, you can catch carp on this stuff too, just because carp like that sweet jello flavor, and for some reason they also like cheese. But this is just a multi-purpose bait that you can catch fish on. And if you're like me, you don't like spending a lot of money on fish bait. You know, I went to Walmart, I don't know, last year sometime, and I bought some of those Mr. or Magic dough balls, and you know, the shad flavor, chicken liver flavor, blood flavor, and you know, I even bought the Mr. Catfish dough balls and all that, and man, that stuff just didn't work. And even certain stink baits on the market doesn't work. The only ones that I found that was able to even catch fish at all, and actually it does work fairly well, is like Danny King's or the Triple S, which used to be Sure Shot. You know, those are really good baits. I use them all the time, but I still like using my own baits every once in a while because I can kind of add what I want to add and make it work. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I just wanted to show my recipe with you guys. And whether you guys have tried it or not, or maybe you want to try it, this is just a cheaper way. So let's just continue to stir this, and we will be right back. Well, we are back, and our cheese is finally starting to melt down. So with that being said, we are going to open up our Jello mix here, and we're going to add our Jello mix to that. That way we can incorporate it and get that nice vibrant color, as well as that pungent cherry smell that every fish loves so much. And you're going to want to add the whole packet to this, because we wanted a bright color and we want it very, very cherry. There we go. We'll put the trash over to the side and discard it later. And so we are just going to continue mixing. Oh, look at that color. That's going to be a good color when it's done. And you don't have to use cherry. I mean, you can use anything you want. I prefer cherry or strawberry, either one. They both tend to work really good for me in my area. But I've seen people use lemon lime. I've seen them use coconut. I've seen them use key lime. It's just whatever you want. And you can also add food coloring to it if you don't want to use the Kool-Aid mix, just to give it the color. Because just those other ingredients by themselves, they work just great. Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far, but be sure you stick around to the end, because I have an important announcement that you guys aren't going to want to miss. Ain't that right, Chum Bucket? For those of you that didn't know, that's my dog right there. Oh, Chum, aka Chum Bucket. If you're a fisherman or an outdoorsman or a hunter, you got to name your dog after what you like, and I love fishing, so, you know, Chum Bucket. Okay, well, we now have the consistency of our cheese where we want it. Now we are going to add some of our fibers in here. And like I said, this fiber is just for binding purposes only, to keep it on your hook. So you're definitely going to want some form of fiber in it. So you're just going to add it on top like that. And then you're going to start mixing it in. And it kind of sucks mixing it in, I'm not going to lie. But once you get it in there, it's going to stay in there. But if you want to make good dough bait, or if you want to make good stink bait, you got to have some kind of binder. Because who wants stink bait or dough bait that don't stay on the hook? I sure don't. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. We may have to add just a tad bit more. I don't know yet. Maybe once we get mixed in, we won't. Because if you can still see the fiber while you're mixing it in, you don't have it mixed in, you know. Yeah, we're going to add just a little bit more here. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of baits out on the market today, but half of them, they just don't work. I mean, I've been fishing catfish for a number of years, ever since I was a little boy. And, you know, when I was a little kid, you know, Magic Bait or Mr. Magic Bait or whatever it's called, they used to be what they say to get. They said, get it. They said, if you want to catch fish, that's what you need, because it stinks, works good. I never caught any fish off that, even when I was a kid. And so, you know, my grandpa, he taught me how to make my own bait. And ever since then, you know, after I got out on my own, I tend to make more and more now, all different kinds. My least favorite kind to make is stick bait, and that's only because, you know, it stinks a lot worse than the stuff you buy in the store. And when you're done making it, I mean, you got to give it a courtesy sniff, because, I mean, how you gonna know it's gonna work if you don't smell it? I don't know if you guys ever did that, but, you know, when you go fishing with your buddies or your pals, you know, say, oh man, check out this stink bait I got. I mean, you gotta open it up, you gotta smell it. It's courtesy sniff. You know, that's what we expect. If you're a true fisherman or a fisherman enthusiast, that's what we expect. We expect courtesy sniffs. So let me finish getting this mixed up here, and then I'm going to show you the next and final step of what we're going to do. Alright, well, our final step is to break this up into sections, and we're going to put it in some type of container. Now, if you have ice cube trays, I mean, they're really the best thing to use, because then you can already cube them up. But I went to my local Dollar General because I didn't have any old ones at the house, and of course Dollar General didn't have any for sale. So what we did was I bought these because they were only $1, and I'm just going to put them in here, and then once they get to the form that I want after they cool off in the refrigerator, I'm going to slice them into cubes. So get that on there, like so. Don't want to miss any. So yeah, get all that goodness up in there. But you can play around with your bait, you know, put whatever you want in it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is your creation, right? I mean, I can tell you 100 different ways to do it, but you might find that 101 way that I didn't know about. And if you do, drop it in the comment. Let me know what you use, or what you did use, and what worked best for you, because I would like to hear about it. And heck, I might even steal your recipe if you'd let me. Alright, so we about got that where it is and where it needs to be. And you see them little chunks of garlic in there? Oh, that's the good stuff. Make sure this one's patted down as flat as we can possibly get it with what we're working with here. Spoon probably would work a little bit better, but didn't want to dirty it on that. There we go. Alright folks, well, we have our creation. What we are going to do now is we are going to put it in the refrigerator, and we're going to let this stuff cool down and get to what we want it to be. And then we're going to check it in a couple hours. 4 to 6 hours is what I would say. You can let it sit overnight. It doesn't really matter. So once it gets formed up, I'll come right back with you and we'll show you the final results, and then I'll show you also how I put it on my hook. Okay, so we let this stuff set up for about 4.5 hours, and what we ended up with after we cut them was these nice little cubes. And if you look at them, you'll see when you break them open, we got all those nice fibers that we had. Okay, and that's what the key to putting it on the hook. So all you will do is put your treble hook, get down, we'll put your treble hook right on this thing, pack it on around, and this thing will sit so nice on your hook, and those fibers will just keep it on for good. Now, like I was saying, I was wanting you to wait till the end of this video, and I was hoping that everybody would stay tuned all the way through. So here's the contest. We're doing a giveaway as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, and it's going to be a nice giveaway. I got the prize inside, but I'm going to post it on the next video. With that being said, there are a couple of entries. So one way you can do it is by going onto our Facebook page, which I'll leave a link below in the description. You log in there and follow us on that one. We got a giveaway going on that one too. It's fixing to happen next week. Or you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And for the contest, it's very simple. All you have to do is name the one ingredient that I forgot to put in this video, and list it below in the comments. I specifically left it out for this reason. Secondly, you have to share this video. You have to get it out there. You got to let people know it's out there. And thirdly, you got to be a subscriber. So we'll tune in. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully by then we'll have this giveaway, and we will be giving out this prize. So peace out, guys. Have a great evening.